Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so happy that you guys made a decision to come and learn. And the thing is that a lot of you already have the knowledge. We know so much about American English and English in general. Some of us, we studied English at school or in the university. But how does that happen that the knowledge that we have is not applicable to reality?
То есть мы как бы знаем много-то на самом деле. Вот так подумать, не один год занимаемся и учимся, и всю грамматику вроде знаем, а толку нет от этого.
And why do kids who just spend a few days with American friends or American environment, why do they pick it up so fast? Now I want you to do a little experiment. Just repeat after me what I'm gonna say without thinking, without analyzing. Just repeat what I say. Lena. Say it with me. Lena. Lena. We just pronounced the word Lena. But how many of you guys would say it as Lena if I would show you this thing and ask you to read? Our brain would immediately go to what we know in our language. We would start saying Lena, 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 or God knows what. But if I just said it and ask you to repeat, and you use only your ears, to get the information. So all you got to do is reproduce it. Lena, Lena. Now what about this word? Repeat after me. Bob. Bob. Say it. Bob. And now think, what would you say if I just show it to you and asked you to read it? I'm sure half of you would read it as Bob or Bob. Maybe Bob, but not Bob.
То есть как бы вот на ушке, когда мы просто слышим и повторяем, как вот, знаете, попка-попугай, попка. Мы повторяем, не анализируя, как бы не отсылаясь к знаниям о русском языке или о любом другом языке, а мы просто повторяем.
What about this one? Repeat after me. What are you? What are you? Just repeat the way you say it. Of course, you're not gonna say it exactly as I'm saying it, but just repeat after me. Do your best. We're not learning right now. We're not learning these phrases right now. We're just experimenting. What are you? What are you? Once more. What are you? So how many of you knew that I said, what are you? Right? And if I would show you that, your brain would immediately go to reading words by words. What are you? Instead of getting the sound together and just repeating what you've heard. What are you? All of these things happen because we learned English from the books.
Я знаю всю.
We learned separate letters, separate words, separate sentences, but we never had time to comprehend the melody of the language and acknowledge how does it really sound.
Нас никто не учил воспринимать мелодию языка, и вот как он звучит, и как вот формируются эти звуковые блоки английского, вот такие вот пачечки.
Kids learn by copying. They hear and repeat without thinking twice about the sound. They don't question if it makes sense grammatically. They don't question what this or that means linguistically. They just listen and repeat what they hear.
Дети учатся копируя. Они слышат и повторяют услышанное, не задумываясь о том, какой звук они воспроизводят и зачем. Они не задумываются о грамматике, и для них не имеет значения, звучат ли они правильно лингвистически.
Они просто слушают и повторяют услышанное.
Of course, that's why kids are learning so fast, because they just repeat the melody, they just repeat the articulation. Kids have a lot of mirror neurons.
Зеркальные нейрончики у них, у маленьких наших спиногрызиков, у них вот они очень хорошо развиты. А у нас, у взрослых, уже не осталось.
But we're not kids anymore here, but we're gonna learn from kids. For the beginning, let's talk about the sounds. In the school or on our language courses or God knows where, we learned a lot about the books, the alphabet.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P.
But we didn't spend much time learning the sounds. In American English, like in many other languages, we have vowel sounds and consonant sounds.
Гласные и согласные.
And now I want you to watch this little piece of interview with a kid on the Ellen Show. Don't worry if you won't understand what they're saying. Even I have a hard time understanding what these kids are saying. But pay attention on how they speak. Just acknowledge how do they sound. Like, don't even try to comprehend the word. Think if you don't know English at all, but just listen to them.
То есть мы сейчас посмотрим кусочки такие маленькие, небольшие. Там ничего не понятно, что эти спиногрызы говорят, но нужно прислушаться, вот как этот язык, в общем-то, звучит.
See this, black thing?
Uh-huh.
That's a penguin.
Oh, it's a penguin.
And this is an iceberg, and it's melting. And this is just a little ice cube.
Oh, wow. So you put little things depending on what lives there. What is this right here?
That's Russia.
Happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
You're 5 years old now.
I'm 5 years old now.
Yeah. You think you're smarter now?
I don't think there's any change.
No,
Because
really?
I'm new to 5.
You're new to 5. I see. So there's no change yet.
But I think they're holding me, I don't know how many hours, probably like 11 hours. I don't know, it's like I was in prison for 10 days.
So you're enjoying it?
Yeah, 5 days, that's a week.
Yeah. So,
10 days, year.
yeah.
You could find the full interviews on the Treasure page, but hold on till the end of this lesson. So what did you notice? Did you guys notice how big the vowel sounds are? So kids have troubles with pronouncing all the R and st, but vowel sounds, what makes the word clear?
То есть они говорят еще, там все буквы-то не научились выговаривать, но вот гласные звуки у них большие, огромные.
And this is one of the first rules of American English, that vowel sounds are big.
Vowel sounds are generally emphasized in American English. That's why oftentimes we see Americans as louder, more noisy, and less formal speakers who like to laugh and joke. As you progress through this course, don't be afraid to exaggerate your stressed vowel sounds. Go even bigger than you think you should.
Большие гласные звуки – отличительная черта американского английского. Поэтому очень часто американская речь воспринимается как громкая, шумная, менее формальная, часто шутливыми интонациями. В ходе практики этого курса старайтесь чрезмерно преувеличивать все ударные гласные, даже больше, чем вам покажется необходимым.
То есть гласные, огромные.
А согласные, просто они с ними согласны, они такие тряпочки такие, небольшие вот такие вот, они просто прислуживают вот гласным, знаете.
Or let's take a look at some pieces of interview of Sofia Vergara. Sofia still has a very strong Spanish accent because she's from Colombia. But the way she has her vowels big makes her speech clear for Americans to understand.
То есть вот у нее акцент такой тяжеленный, но потому что у нее гласные звуки все большие, слова понятны американцам, они как бы понимают, о чем речь.
Smell it then.
All right. It's gorgeous. It's
But
beautiful.
what do you feel?
I feel,
Don't tell me you don't feel anything. His father was a master swordsman, I mean, the way. No, that's my he was an artist.
But of course, we don't want to sound as Sophia. We want to get rid of the accent. I just want you to keep in mind how big are the vowel sounds are and how important they are in American English. And now another thing that I want you to pay attention to. Repeat after me, for example, this word. Just say it with me. Topic. Topic. Repeat. Just do your best. Topic. Try to not to think what this word means or do you know the word. It doesn't matter. Just repeat the way I'm sounding. Just be a little monkey, be a kid. Repeat after me. Topic. We just were pronouncing the word topic. How many of you, without seeing this word, was actually trying to pronounce it the way I said it, with a lot of air on T and P? Topic. If you did that, great. Ну-ка, кто за мной повторял правильно? Кто именно не видя слова пытался пародировать и вот много воздуха на т и п запустить topic? Вот кто? Кто сделал, тот молодец. And of course, if I would just show it to you, you would probably use the memory of the sound t и p from your native language, and you would say topic. This brings us to another rule that is very, very important. American sounds are different from the sounds of your native language.
Remember, American sounds are different from the sounds in your native language. Even if the letters look the same, the sounds often have different pronunciation and demand a different style of muscularity to produce it.
Запомни, американские звуки отличаются от звуков вашего родного языка и произносятся по-другому, даже если буквы выглядят одинаково. Они требуют другой постановки речевых мышц.
Of course, some of them are very similar, like sound ch or sound g, but the majority of sounds are different. And the same way that you learn the alphabet, here with my help, we're gonna learn the sounds. The muscularity, how to produce the sounds. I'm gonna guide you through that. But just keep in mind, every time when you're not sure how to pronounce a sound, go to the dictionary, go to IPA, and make sure that this sound exists in American English.
In the treasure section of our platform, you can find a video with all American sounds by IPA, International Phonetic Alphabet. When you look into transcription of a word and you're not sure about the pronunciation, check in with this IPA video to make sure you're saying it right.
В разделе Treasure нашего портала вы можете найти видео произношения всех американских звуков согласно IPA, Международный фонетический алфавит. Если вы не уверены в произношении того или иного звука из транскрипции слова в словаре, откройте это видео и убедитесь, что вы произносите его верно.
То есть, короче, все знания наши, как бы вот эти, которые про русские там буквы и шмуквы, мы не применяем к английскому языку. Потому что там все другое. The same way, for example, we know how to dance salsa. This is my version of it. And then we come to belly dancing class. And of course it's dancing, but we can't use the skills from salsa class in the belly dancing class because it's a different technique. The same with the sounds. Sounds of your native language and sounds of American English are different. То есть как бы вот не надо со своим самоваром припираться в американский и английский язык, а нужно новому самовару научиться.
To sound American, you have to master the sounds that are used in American English. The same way you learn the written alphabet so you can read and write, you need to learn the sound alphabet so you can hear and speak correctly.
Чтобы звучать по-американски, вам необходимо научиться произносить звуки правильно. Звуки, которые используются в американском английском. Таким же образом, как вы учили алфавит букв, чтобы понимать написанный текст и правильно писать, вам необходимо выучить алфавит звуков, чтобы понимать произносимую речь и правильно говорить.
And now let's start with the first secret weapon of American accent. The concept of linking. Связочки. Further in the course, we're gonna look again and again at linking. But here I want you just to understand where you should put your attention to. Now let me ask you, who remembers what syllable is? Слог. Слог. Так, что ж такое слог? Слог — это какие-то части чего-то. For those who don't remember, syllable is a unit of pronunciation that has a vowel sound. For example, the name Todd has one syllable. Todd. But the name Tommy has two syllables. Ta and me. Pay attention, we talk about sounds. We don't talk about the letters. It doesn't matter to us because some letters are not being pronounced at all. Like in this word, where. We don't pronounce E in the end, you know that. So this word is gonna have just one syllable, where. Or this little word, come. We don't pronounce E at the end, so it's not come, it's just one syllable, come. Or this word, any. Such a small word, but it has two syllables in it, and ni, any.
Не, ну это все понятно. К чему это? К чему она про эти слоги? К чему?
I know you're guessing why am I talking about it. Stay with me, stay with me. Now I want you to read this simple pair of words. Come in.
Просто прочитайте вслух.
Just say it out loud. And that's how we look at the words of any text and anything that's written in English, we see it in words. But when we speak, we don't pronounce the words separately. So in American English, they put it all together and they pronounce that by syllables. I'll explain what I mean. Imagine that there's no breaks and all the words in the sentence, and now we have just two words, is one word. So if that was one word, how would you separate that in syllables?
То есть представьте, что это не два слова, а вот одно. И вот сейчас его вот по слогам, вот разделите. Как вы разделили бы по слогам?
Do it. Separate that in syllables. So if you are right, you would separate that on ka and min, because this E and the word come we don't pronounce. This is just one syllable, come. But when we have come in and we see this word by syllables, we get ka min. And that's exactly how linking in American English work. We don't look at separate words, but we look at the syllables in the sentence.
То есть мы как бы вообще на отдельные слова не смотрим. Мы смотрим на отдельные слоги.
We need to pronounce sentences not word by word, but rather using sound syllables. Understand that all the words in a sentence are linked together.
Необходимо произносить предложения не по словам, а по звуковым слогам. Представьте, что все слова в предложении связаны в одно большое текстовое слово.
So to say come in would be wrong unless we're making a point. Normally we would say just come in, come in. Let's try this one. Just read it.
Просто прочитайте вслух. Вот ну просто.
Where is Anna? And now once again, let's imagine that this is just one word. And let's start to separate that in the syllables.
И начинаем по слогам распиливать, как Советский Союз, к сожалению. А может, к счастью.
What do you get? Let's see. Where, re, zan, na. And that's exactly how it will sound. Where is Anna? It's not where is Anna. No, it's where is Anna? Where is Anna? Plus, we will learn what the melody is, and we'll go like, where is Anna? But we'll practice that in the future. Let's try this one. Read it. Read it out loud.
Вслух произносим, не стесняемся.
And now we put it all together and start separating it in syllables. I, ma, ne, trip. In the future, we will learn that this on will shrink to schwa, and this a will shrink to schwa as well, and tr will become ch sound, but that's all for the future. Now just let's see what happens to that. I'm on a trip becomes I'm on a trip. I'm on a trip. I'm on a trip. Not I'm on a trip, but I'm on a trip. I'm on a trip. Magic. I know this is all new for you, but don't worry, we're gonna work more on that. For now, I just want you to pay closer attention to every sentence that we're gonna pronounce in the course, and every time you hear something, think about that as being linked all in syllables, not in a separate words.
То есть, как бы, в принципе, я вас призываю вот смотреть на все это как бы по слогам звуковым. Не по словам, забываем слова, слова нам не нужны. Не нужно слов, не нужно, а нужно слогов.
So let's practice some simple sentences, thinking about linking. Tom is here. I got it. Mind if I join you?
He's American. It is what it is. Hold on. Mom is on the phone.
I hope you had fun. And if you want to practice more, go to your list of 100 most popular phrases and work on some of those.
У вас листики есть, там секция трежер, но я вам все рассказывала. Взяли и сами начали вот это все линковать, там все связывать, все такие самостоятельные, молодцы, молодцы.
Great job today, guys. See you tomorrow.